My bad. Well, in today's episode of How To's, um, my turtle um, watering hole needs to be put on hold for now. In today's episode, I am actually going to show you how to build a conduit that actually is in working condition. The water I'm nearby, as you can see, I'm swimming in it, right? Well, the only difference is I can't breathe in it. But right now, I'm in creative. Why? Because in creative, you could do anything you wish. But in survival, though, you cannot breathe underwater. So it only allows you to breathe underwater, like, allows you to use the air bubbles while you're in the water for a long period, for a short period of time. But until you build something to prevent from that from happening. So, in today's episode, I am currently going to show you exactly step by step of how to build a conduit with a 3-ring radius around it. So, you need the items you need is a prismarine or prismarine bricks or dark prismarine. However, it needs to be either one of the three. Now, if you want to make the prismarine ring with the conduit on the inside, which I will show you how to build one so that you can see what it's made out of currently. And to get these items, you have to go out there and worldwide to actually find it. These little items to make the conduit. And in the world that I'm in right now, it's possible that I can find it right now. So I'm actually making it easier for me. So prismarine, or bricks, or dark prismarine. So those are the three that is currently you need. It doesn't matter how you build it with the three. You can make it with the three. You can make it with 2 of the 3, or 1 of the 3. I am just only choosing just 1 of the 3. It doesn't matter, really. So, the next step, like I said, I am going to show you how to build one. So, a heart of the sea, you need 1 of those, and Nautilus shell. You're going to need 8 of those. And that is going to make a conduit, which is right here. The conduit is in the miscellaneous slot, but to get the items for it is in the materials section. Okay? Between the prismarine, shard, and seeds. So you can see that right there. Alright? Now, the next thing you're going to do is actually find a water-based area, or you can build it outside of water. But if you're going to do it outside of the water, you need a bucket of water. Keep that in mind. But I'm doing it in water as we speak. Okay? Since I'm going to show you how to build one, I am going to need a crafting table because it's going to be needed. I am going to do a corner-wise, for the corners, are going to be sea lanterns. It can be any block except the prismarine, bricks, or dark prismarine. Okay? Keep that in mind. That it doesn't require the corners to be those. Okay? This is how I build it. Okay? So, the first step we're going to do is build the conduit as we do it. Okay? With me? Cool. Alright, now, as you can see on my menu here, that took a little bit. Alright, the heart of sea is going to be this dead center. Okay? And then Nautilus shells are going to be around the heart of the sea. And as you can see, that's how it's built. And right here is a conduit. So we've got that right off the bat. Now I'm going to place the crafting table. As you can see, I have fish in my inventory. Well, I was trying to make a video of how to tame an actual ocelot. Well, that went down the drain, basically. Okay, that went down the drain. So I was trying to attempt to make how to get a ocelot, but I'll try to figure out how to make that again. But it may not be the same cat, or the same type of cat. Anyway, besides that, we're gonna go inside the water here. As you can see, I'm swimming underneath. No matter how deep or how high it is, it will do the exact same block radius. So I'm gonna go down this far. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm gonna do so that you can actually see what I'm doing here, I'm gonna do night vision underwater so you can see what I'm doing here. Because there are some people that may be watching this. Just keep in mind that darkness is not a good idea for most people. So, I'm going to do night vision as we speak. So, I'm going to levitate here. Alright, to make a 5x5 cube necessarily means that the prismarine doesn't need to be a 5x5. It needs to be a ring so that the conduit is actually sitting inside it, in the dead center of it. So, make a plus sign that is a 5 block radius, like this. Okay, now since you have the dead center here, place 1 block on top. Okay, and then place 2 blocks here. And then place 2 blocks here. So that above you, it's a plus sign or a times sign. Okay? Now, the next step, you're going to do this. You're going to go up to, on these little corners here. But if you place it here, not good. Okay? Keep that in mind. Okay, now, once you have it done like that, it should look like an actual, like somebody's coming out and grabbing you, precisely. Well, not necessarily. Okay? Don't ever think that, because that would be creepy if it was. Okay? Now, you're going to make another separate ring that is going to look like this. Okay? So, you should have a half a ring on the bottom half, but not the top half. But you have a full ring. Now, now to finish the top, you're going to go up to in the middle section of the ring, like you can see here. Okay, now to finish it off, you're going to go 3 this way, but then you're going to place 1 block here. Now the inside should be like this. Okay, as you can see, the corners are wide open, right? Well, the corners can be anything of your block type, meaning it can be any type of block of your wish. Now, let's place the conduit right now, right here. So that is lit up. But that's not exactly what it does. So, once you remove the block below the conduit, this is exactly what it does. Now, if you look at the top corner of my screen, that is the conduit power, which allows me to have infinite underwater breathing power, mining speed, which is pretty fast. I'm going to show you that in a sec here. I'm going to grab a weapon here. I am going to grab, let's see, a shovel. No, well, you're going to see how fast my movement speed is, okay? Because literally, this is, like, if you mine, look how fast that is. It's like faster than your actual mining speed. Okay? Now, if I go away 90 blocks away from this, which I'm going to show you after, the mining speed is a little different. Okay? Now, you can, if you want, you can actually put this underground so that no one else will see it. So that it's there, but it won't be visible to the naked eye, if you know what I'm saying here. So, I actually choose the sea lanterns. Why? So that I can cover up the corners, but it does not affect the conduit. Now, if you look inside here, you can see the conduit is absorbing the prismarine. Why? Because the prismarine is giving it power. And if you have 3 rings, as you can see, that I have 3. The reason why you don't see the 3 is because if you look at this angle, you'll see one ring making an O. You can see the holes, actually. And then you could see one, if I'm actually faced like this, you could see one making an O right there. Now, if I go from the top, you can see there's holes right here and here. And it's making an O face down or face up. So you could see that is basically what it is. So no matter how you build it, this is exactly how you build it. Okay? So any type of block you choose for the corners can be any type except dark prismarine bricks, or prismarine itself, which I just used. Okay? Well, that's how I build it. There are some people that are precise of how they build it. So, I have one corner left, as you can see. Now, as you can see, this is a 5 by 5 from the corner. Okay? So, from this corner over here, all the way down to this corner here is 5 blocks or 5 meters. So, going from this corner to this corner over here is 5 blocks or 5 meters. So, that's 5 already. So, if I went down from this corner to that corner, it's also 5 blocks as well, or 5 meters. So, 5, 5, 5. So you're really making a cube with water on the inside anywhere you place it. So you can place this pretty much anywhere. Now, here's the problem. Once you are out of the water, as you can see, my power is now given away. Because now that I will be unable to use the conduit power. Because I'm not in a water base or in rain. Because if it rains, I have that power as well. So now, since I'm out of water, I'm going to show you my mining speed. It's a little slower, isn't it? Well, let's go back in the water. Brings back the power of the conduit. Huge difference. Seen that, right? My mining speed is a little faster than normal. Meaning that I can do a lot faster in water. Or in rain, if it happens. And not only that, I'm going to show the other effect that you could actually see clearly, that you could see through the water when you're above it, right? Well, the only way that can happen is that only if you're above water. Okay? Now I can see anywhere in water. Now I'm in survival mode now. Now if I go in water, infinite air bubbles, meaning I can breathe underwater as long as I am a block radius of 96 blocks. Okay? 96 blocks, precisely. So, I can go as far as 96 blocks. Why? Because that's from the conduit power. And I'm going to show you that while I am water here. So that once the power starts to give away, you can see that I actually reached the limit. Okay, I'm going to go as far as the 96 blocks if I can do that at some point. Now watch at the corner here. At the top corner, you can see it in the screen that like right now, the conduit is actually now losing its power because I'm nowhere near the block radius of the conduit. So now if I go into the radius, I get that gain that power back. So meaning that 96 blocks is somewhere around here. So figuring out that is no problem for me. Let's figure it out. Okay, it's still giving me power. Okay, it still is. Cool. Still is giving me power, so it's around here somewhere. Still is. I'm gonna go right here and right here. Okay, cool. So right about here. Right here is actually the 96 block. So that's as far as I can go with the conduit. With 96 block radius around it. So that is pretty bad, don't you think? So that is as far as I can go. Or I can just swim inside the block radius and I can have infinite air bubbles. So that means I'm like a fish swimming in the water, which I have infinite without dying, which is kind of cool. So, if you like this video, please leave a like, and also subscribe for more of how to build certain construction that is needed for that some people need to know how to build. Please also leave in the comments below of what you want me to build, and until then, I'm your host, Survival Man 1, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.